I'm on the app and the web. That's it.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a wedgie. That's gonna be the beginning of that is gonna be the beginning of the videos. Oh, I have a wedgie. Picking my wedgie, just like I was at the Puerto Rican place. Remember that?
Yes, on video on TikTok.
Hi, friends. I know I said I wasn't gonna go live tonight, but I want to have a little talk, okay? And I think it's very important that we have this talk, mainly for me. I'm trying not to flash you guys. I'm trying to sit and get comfortable for a second because, you know, I got to be comfy. Got to be comfy. When you hop on, give me a hi, hello. Let me know you are here. Oh, no, I'm not selling anything. I am not selling anything, but I can promise you it will not be short of entertainment, okay? Hi, Sandy. Hello, Colleen. Oh, my God. Colleen, your shoulders. I'm so sorry to hear. She said her shoulders are as red as my dress.
Oh,
no. Fun fact, Colleen, you probably already know this, but sunscreen isn't about the SPF necessarily, and I give my mom this lecture like every time we travel. It's not necessarily about the SPF. It's about application. You're supposed to apply your sunscreen every 30 to 40 minutes and every time you actually get out of the water. And I know sometimes we're all having fun and enjoying life, but when you forget to sunscreen, that's the problem. So typically 35 is good enough, but you have to apply it every 30 to 40 minutes. So muy importante. Anything with above 35 really doesn't protect you all that much more than 35. It's all about application. Also, get the lotion and not the spray. The spray is definitely not nearly as effective as the lotion. And try to get something. There's the EWG website, and it rates the sunscreens from like a good rating to obviously a horribly chemically rating. And if you don't care about chemicals, then just ignore everything I'm saying. But if you do, it's good to know. I did not know this, but as a new mom, I quickly found out about sunscreen and the chemicals and stuff. So just a fun fact. But yes, aloe vera is very important. Put it in the fridge. It'll help your burn. Also, you can get an aloe vera plant. They're pretty inexpensive, actually. We have 2 aloe vera plants, although one drowned.
One did drown.
It was very sad. But we have them, and then we just take it whenever somebody has a burn, and you open it up, and you can, you know, either make your own concoction or rub it on your burn. But okay, let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Steph. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Brooke. Oh, no, I'm literally here to chat. I'm not here to sell anything. Hey, Donnie. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Katie. Hello, Steph. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Mary. Hey, Karen. Hi, Cher. Hi, Laura. Laura, I got your message. You're going to want to stay here. Hi, Kate. Hi, Sierra. Hey, Jack. Hi, Denise. Hi, Sherry. Hey, Kelsey. Hi, Lori. Hi, Amanda. Oh, okay. Rihanna, don't worry. Hi, Jennifer. Ooh, Jennifer, I like the way you spell your name. I think I've told you that before, too. She's Jennepher. Jennifer. Isn't that nice? Hi, Libby. Hi, Jen. Oh, no, Sandy. It was sunny here all day. Oh, sunburn. Get hemorrhoid cream. It takes the pain and the burnout. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to try that. Matt gets really bad burns on his back, usually like the first part of the season when he's been out of the sun. So I'm like, that's a good, we'll try it on that. Hi, Angela. Hello, Kira. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Rachel. Hello. Oh, Erin. Hi. Haven't spoken to you in a hot minute. Or maybe I just did the other night on the live. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, we had a nice weekend. We were cooking. I cooked all weekend, and you guys know I'm literally living my best cooking life. So I'm a happy camper, okay? Thanks, Vanessa. Hi, Annette. Hi, Donna. Hi, Megan. Nakia. Hey, honey.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Jess. Hey, Dana. I hope everybody had a good, safe holiday weekend. Hi, Missy. Tea bags. I've heard of that. Hi, Lauren. Okay.
Vanessa, were you finally able to actually create a profile?
She had one.
Check, I know.
I think it was the email. Your email, the one that you made that was working was like 1 letter off of your old one or 1 number off. That's the one that works.
So she's got a good one now, it looks like.
Yes. Okay. All right. Steph, I feel great because again, you guys know my zen is cooking. Like my total zen is cooking. So I made a strawberry pizza pie. I did blueberry muffins this morning. I did Sunday gravy yesterday. I made the roast chicken. Roast chicken's one of my favorite things to cook. And you know what's creepy? Remember that show You? who is it? Love Quinn? What, her name's Love, right? And she just cooks like when she's crazy. She like cooks like and spatchcocks chickens. And every time I make it, that's all I think about. But I'm like, I promise I'm not like crazy like that. But okay, let's have a chat. And this is an important chat, okay? And the reason being is because, again, this is more for me than anybody, because there is only so much a human can withstand without actually speaking their truth. Even the celebrities do it, right? They read the stuff all up in the tabloids about them, and eventually they come out and they say, like the whole thing that happened with, Princess Kate, how they were saying horrific things about her and William and yada yada, and then she finally came out and dropped the awful news that she had cancer, and that's why she took a step back. So eventually, again, there's only so much a person can withstand. And a lot of you have already had this discussion with me privately or even on Facebook, saying that you would have lost your you-know-what by this point, right? Like with all the things that go on in my life and the things that people say about me, say about my kids, say about my family, say about my mom, my dad. Okay, so I almost got to that point last week when they were talking about my mom. My mom is probably one of the other than my kids, is one of probably the most precious people to me. My mom and my dad. They're my besties. They're my ride or dies. They are the keeper of all of my secrets. And I get emotional because you guys know my family is everything. So I was close. Last week, I was close. I was close to absolutely popping my lid and flipping out. And I told Matt that I needed some time to cool down, to think of the words that needed to come out of my mouth so that I didn't come on alive angry or saying things that I didn't mean, because that is not the person that I am. I like to say things that I mean, but in a respectful, kind, or as kind as I could possibly be way. And last week, I was not going to be kind. Okay, and I can tell you that right now. So I wanted to do this on my terms, and I've been thinking about it again for a few weeks now. We had a little bit of it like 2 or 3 months ago. We touched on a few things a few months ago. However, I wanted to make a whole video, so then that way my truth can be told in the way it should be told, right?
Yeah.
So today, we'll start off with today and why I feel this way. So today, one of our customers had made me aware that there is a picture circulating of Grayson with his face near my chest, okay? And it was said that I was sexually exploiting him. And I don't have the verbatim. I actually quoted exactly what they said on my Facebook post, but that I was sexually exploiting them and that I had my bare, naked breast in his face. And they took a part of a video of one of my fit videos from September of 2022 and took a screenshot and made sure that the screenshot was covering up my bra. So it looked and appeared like I was just randomly out of nowhere shoving my chest in his face.
Yes.
Okay? What they neglected, and again, because I have proof of everything, before I speak on something, especially on my behalf, when I talk about defamatory statements, is the one thing that I've learned from our attorney is that before you speak on something, you must make sure that you have your proof to have your truth. You don't have to provide it, because when you go to court, then you have to provide it.
Yeah.
But like, I did one just now. So what these people do is they take your stories and they take bits and pieces and twist it into sick, disgusting narratives that are going on in their brain, okay? So for this instance, my video was a fit video of me in a shirt, and I'm showing the shirt, and I'm saying, oh, this shirt would be really great for breastfeeding. It had a what is it, like a
button.
A clip,
Yeah.
a clasp closure right there. So I opened it to show them how easy it would be breastfeeding, and I closed it. Well, the kids were involved during the sale, and they said, breastfeeding, does that mean you're having a baby? So I said to Grayson, I said, does breastfeeding mean you're having a baby? Does it automatically mean that you have a baby or that you're having a baby? Okay. And so then MJ said in the background, I know what breastfeeding is. And he said, it's when you give milk from your boobie to a baby. That's how they eat. So then I said, exactly. And Grayson said, well, how does that work? So I unbuttoned my shirt. I had a bra on. In fact, it was this bra, just different because obviously I had a larger chest back then. It's the same bra, just different size. This bra on. And I open the shirt and only this part of the bra is hanging out, which is covering more than my swimsuit covers. Just to be clear, this bra covers way more than my swimsuit does. And I'm in a swimsuit probably 2 to 3 times a week, okay? And Grayson said, oh, so what they do is they take this and they pull it down. And he did not pull it down because if he did, I would have been kicked off the internet a long time ago. And then he put his face up to my chest and said, and then they, like that, and they get milk. My bra was on. And I said, yep, that's exactly how it works. That's exactly how breastfeeding is. I buttoned my shirt up. I continued about my life. It was a 40-second video, maybe a 20-second education lesson on breastfeeding. Grayson was 6? 6?
22, yeah, 6.
6? 6? 6. Grayson was 6. And we moved on with our lives. But there are sick people in this world who took that 1-second shot of the video and said that I was holding my bare breast and forcing bare nude breast, forcing his face into my bare nude breast, where I didn't even grab his head. He actually is the one who initiated the whole thing. And we are very open with our bodies. We teach anatomically correct terms. We teach them what breastfeeding is so that when we're in a situation in Disney, in a park, in anywhere, and somebody is breastfeeding their child, whether it be under a cover or not, we don't want them staring. We don't want them asking. We don't want them making another mother feel uncomfortable for feeding their child. And there are plenty of people who breastfeed their child well into kindergarten years. Just to let you know. Actually, fun fact, in most of the world, most people breastfeed until 5 or 6. So that is the first thing that I would like to address. And that leads me into the second thing, okay? Because we're talking about how disgusting these people are. And I have my list of things that I would like to discuss because I want the facts and the truth to be known, because I am tired of them taking the things that I do or I say and changing them to their narrative because they know I'm not going to address them or give them the energy. Okay? So this brings me to my first topic, DSS. And we're going to talk about it.
Let's talk about DSS.
And I will, again, I have proof of everything. I do not need to provide it here. I will provide it when I go to court. We have an attorney involved. We have already spoken to the attorney about all of this, obviously. I have to make a police report every single time some of this crap comes up to protect me and my children. And that was directly from not only DSS told us to do that, but our police department, 2 now police departments, have told us this. So, first thing, DSS. It's basically DIFUS. What is it?
It's Child Protective Services.
It's Child Protective Services.
It's Department of Social Services, family.
Somebody called DSS on us and told everybody in that group to call DSS on us because we abuse our children. In fact, do you have that report really quickly? They said, and they're saying, I never said that. But I'm going to show you that they did because, again, receipts. They said that I physically abuse, educationally neglect, and sexually abuse my children. Now, they claim they never said that I sexually abused my children, but their report that I got from my lovely and extremely kind DSS woman, which I'm not going to give her name, obviously,
phenomenal,
says exactly what they reported, and that is on there. Matt's pulling it up.
I have it up. I just don't want to get off of this screen.
Okay. So, if you want to pull it up here, maybe.
I'm going to send it up.
So, long story short, DSS came and visited us. while we were in Tour de Fleur. Mm-hmm. We called them because we could see on our camera that it was them because our pop socket on our phone said it. Anyway, long story short, when we came back from Florida, because we're an open book, we were like, come over, come see the house, come see the kids. We already let them know about the group, obviously. Okay, we already let them know about the group. This is only the tip of the iceberg. I've got like 9 more topics, so I hope you guys are in for an entire ride. And there is a long reason why I'm doing this, and at the end, I will explain it why, because I need to have it all in one place for legal purposes. Okay, so, oh yes. Is it here?
Yep. I don't know how you get that to rotate though.
Sexual abuse and physical neglect. Y'all saw that, right? They claim, no, it's not that. They would like to know about, what was it, Matt? About naked sleepovers. They wanted to know why do they say that we do not educate our children?
Mm-hmm. Why we keep them from their family.
Why we withhold them from their family. She even asked, and the sad part is that the kids had to be involved in this. And I think that's what pissed me off the most, because they had to obviously interview the kids, which in turn terrified them because they don't know what's going on.
Right.
Okay? And they want to talk about us abusing our children. The only people who are abusing our children are these people on the internet. They take their pictures, they mock them, they make fun of them, they talk terribly about them. They now they are trying to sexually exploit our kids. Not me. They're trying to turn it into something sexual. They're saying how I was removed from Facebook because I was posting naked or half naked pictures of the kids. No, I was removed from Facebook because I posted pictures of MJ with no shirt on and he has long hair, and they were saying he is a female. So did they think I was sexually exploiting a female? Yeah, except I hate to break the news to you, but MJ is a male. He wears no shirt. I mean, it's not a secret, okay? So anyway, she came over, she interviewed the kids traumatized for the record. And the kids happily showed her the entire house. Now, you know our house is not big. So it's not like we could go and hide anything anywhere, or we could just pull, I don't know, random school books or years worth of work out of nowhere. Yes. Now, Miss Caitlin is an extremely organized person, despite what everybody says about her. She has her master's degree from Penn State University. She was teaching for 10 years prior to leaving the school system and coming working for us. She knew what she was doing. She created binders for them with all of their work, with all of their progress updates.
Progress reports, report cards.
Our children test at higher levels, and this is, again, no one's business, which is why I've never said it. Our children test at higher levels than public school children. And again, I would like to say that there is nothing wrong with the public school system. I have never said anything. I like having the freedom of teaching my kids the way I want to teach them. That's no secret, okay? The public school is very by the book. That is just the way it is. That does not mean that I don't believe in the public school system. First of all, my best friend is a public school teacher. Second of all, I have said since day one, if my kids ever asked to go back to public school, I would absolutely send them back to public school if they ever asked. Third, you guys know I aspired to be a teacher. That's what I went to school for before New Jersey started requiring 12 extra credits to graduate with your teaching certificate. I was offered a full ride to Coastal Carolina for cheerleading to go to cheer for and with a teaching degree, okay? So I never, have I said kids are germy and gross? Absolutely, kids can be. And that's anywhere. That could be homeschool, that could be kids who are in school, that could be just kids, babies, right? Nowhere in there do I say I don't like children, I don't like the public school, I don't like the public school system, I don't like, nowhere have I said that. Okay, second, Our children are incredibly intelligent. Grayson is 8 years old, and he will be going into 4th grade. 4th, not 3rd, you heard me correctly. 4th grade. 8-year-olds that miss the cutoff are only going into 3rd grade next year. Our child is going into 4th grade because he is an entire year ahead of classmates his age. And that is due to all of the hard work that he put in, that I put in, that Matt put in, that Miss Caitlin put in. Okay? My parents have helped him with school. So to call my children unintelligent and uneducated and report us for educational neglect when we have proof of everything that they do every single day, you only see small snippets of my life. I am awake for about 18 to 20 hours a day. I barely sleep. You see maybe 2 to 3 hours of that 18 to 20 hours of our lives. So to assume that we don't do any school just because I don't post pictures of it is absurd. And DSS obviously has founded our case unfounded, clearly. They came back a second time because they had to legally. She found our case unfounded. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this to you guys. And it was unfounded on, what did she say? Level 1 or something?
Category 1.
Category 1, unfounded report. Abuse and neglect was ruled out by the investigator assessment, okay? Category 2, which we're obviously category 1, but I'd like to read you the tiers here so you can understand how minimal risk my children are at. Category 2 is, the investigator assessment did not produce preponderance of the evidence that the child is abused or neglected. So like they couldn't really figure it out. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a definitive, but they couldn't figure it out. So they said, no, never mind.
And just to address this, it wasn't because she spent a lot of time.
She did.
With us.
She sure did. Category 3, an investigation assessment could not be completed because the department was unable to locate the child or family for some other compelling reason, which we called them and told them, here, come to our house. You are welcome to come whenever you would like. Okay? So just to show proof here, and I'm going to hide her name to protect her. We are category 1. Okay? It was unfounded. And the fact that we had to go through this and our children had to go through this is absolutely absurd. She wanted to know about the naked parties. I said, I sleep in my underwear. Do my kids crawl in bed with me sometimes? Absolutely. So she came in my room and she looked at my room. She said, you have a king size bed and a whole couch that's a twin size. Where does everyone sleep? Ask the kids. I didn't say anything. She asked the kids, where do you sleep? And Matthew and Grayson said, sometimes we sleep here in the bed with her. Sometimes we sleep on the couch. Sometimes we bring in a blow-up mattress. She said, so what happens during the naked sleepovers? And they're like, we sleep? And she's like, and?
That's it.
And they're like, we go to bed. Sometimes we just like being near each other. And she's like, so you're just coming in here and sleeping. What are you wearing? She asked the kids. They said, our underwear. What is mommy wearing? Her underwear. And she's like, okay. Like, she was expecting much more. She wanted to see their schooling stuff, which we have. And again, just because we don't take pictures doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We have an entire closet, like double door closet of just school supplies for them. Books, educational science stuff. STEM games, all of their their workbooks, supplies. And they literally she opened the door and she was like, you have an entire elementary school in this closet. And we did because Miss Caitlin brought a ton of her elementary school stuff over to the house as well and stacked the closet with it because she was using it as well. But we were like, yes, we do. So that's when she pulled out their binders. We have bins of all of their binders. And now in the state of South Carolina, you have to report to your association twice a year to tell them how many days of school they did, what they did. They want a breakdown. And Miss Caitlin is extra AF and wrote the whole 9. So we have a binder for every single time that we need to submit. So Miss Caitlin was with us for 2 whole school years. And we had 4 full binders, and we were working on binder number 5. And you know, Steph, after it was all said and done,
that's a thing in itself.
She said that this is absolutely malicious reporting.
It's called malicious reporting, and it's taken very, very seriously.
Very seriously, and she would be happy to help us when the time comes and we do end up in court for this. She will be happy to help us. And she actually suggested that I do talk about it and make sure to say, please do not take these services away from people and children who actually need it. Because she said, I spent 2 hours here going over something that was a malicious and false report.
Correct.
And I have to come back again and take away from people who actually need me.
And she was with people the same day as us who actually needed the service.
Correct, but we were taking the time away from her.
Correct.
And Sandy, we have to go to court with a lot of different people. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they're going to do everybody at one time.
Right.
But if we have a bunch of different places,
where it's gonna
I don't know if it's going to take place where we are or where they are. We're not sure. Our attorney has been digging through there because he needs to find proof of defamation on all 6 people. 5. On 5 people that we obviously already know, and they've been linked. And he finally emailed you Friday?
We talked Thursday.
Thursday, and said that he found the last 2 missing people's defamation, and they actually this weekend completely and utterly defamed us. So they're done. So every single time something like this happens, our police department, we need to make a police report. So we've made like 5 police reports this weekend because every time something like this happens, whether it be stalking, whether it be defamatory, whether it be slander, or whether it be something like this sexual exploitation thing that they're trying to make me, we need to have a police report so that when we go to court, we just have full, it's not just go on this website and look, because we're not even going to just have that. They're going to show that we were very serious about it by placing police reports for everything that now my attorney has. So, correct, Dana. It's the same in South Carolina.
It's the same in New Jersey as well. South Carolina and New Jersey.
So, Christina, we have not been able to figure it out. They say we lie, when we can talk about that shortly. They say that we scam people. I don't know. It's a bunch. Okay, and I'll explain this because this is another thing that we need to get into. So we do know that one of the people, and this is a new one of the people is my brother. And now my brother is airing out dirty laundry from our personal family stuff from like 30 plus years ago. That has no effect on me, my mom, or my dad. Now, my brother stopped talking to Matt and I
right after we
had MJ, right? So it's been on and off since we got married. But then right after MJ, so MJ's 11, so I'd say in like 10 years, 9 to 10 years, we tried to keep the peace with him because my mom is very, very family oriented and said, please, for the love of all things, just talk to him. But there was one Thanksgiving where my dad had enough because we were sitting at the table, and I'll never forget it. It was out. We went on a vacation in August to Myrtle Beach. Did we ask to borrow a car or something? We ask to borrow a car and he lost his shit? I don't remember.
He lost his shit because we only had one car.
We only
had one car.
And we went to breakfast early with them, and then he was still sleeping because he was a baby.
Yeah.
Right.
We came back with the car so you guys could go to breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh. Apparently they came back with the car to go so that we could go and have breakfast because MJ was sleeping, and he lost his crap and said basically my mom was favoring me over him, blah, 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 and he left the vacation. Okay? Straight up bailed on the vacation. We have never spoken to him since, personally. My mom did for a little bit until he cut her off, but then she was still allowed to see her grandchildren via FaceTime. So, well, it was FaceTime, wasn't it? Or was it like a Zoom? I don't remember.
FaceTime.
It was FaceTime. And then about how many years ago? 7. She knows, she counts because they're her grandkids. 7 years ago, he completely cut her off. He sent back the key to her house. He was doing, my mom would send like gifts. He would send them back. My mom tried emailing the kids. My mom tried every form of contact. And then he kind of just disappeared off the planet. And it was great because it was good for all of us. We started getting calls from police departments, credit collectors, debt collectors for him. And finally, it's probably maybe a year ago at this point. No, it was September. It was September.
It was a couple months ago.
It was September when the whole grandma thing happened. So it was September. We got a call from a courthouse or somebody. Who was it? A court? Because my mom got the same call.
Courts in New Jersey.
Courts in New Jersey asking for my brother. I finally said, for the love, stop calling me. I don't speak to him. I really wish I had the information to send to you because I would 1000% give you the information happily because he is not a good human, but I don't have it. So I'm sorry.
Shopper, do you know?
What?
Shopper.
Amy. Oh, Amy. So Amy, here's the situation really quickly. I'm not comfortable telling people where I live. Not the state, not anywhere. I could be living in China right now. I don't know. I'm just making something up. And I appreciate your help, but I'm not comfortable sharing where we live because creepy people exist. But anyway, and I appreciate you trying to help. I do. But let's continue with my brother. So we kept getting these calls and it turns out he was stealing money from my grandma. And my mom found out, obviously, because my grandmother told my mom. And they changed, I guess, the power of attorney back over to my mom. And that just made he tricked my grandma into signing the power of attorney over to him. That's what happened, okay? And then he stole her money. He was supposed to take the money and pay for a plot of, for her to be buried and to buy a wheelchair.
And it's funny because I want to say this on there. They say, "Oh, he's a good guy."
Well, that's what I was going to get to after. So he stole all that money from my grandma. My grandma realized when she tried to call the plot place and didn't have a wheelchair, then re-signed the power of attorney back over to my mom. My grandma is just not in the right mind, okay? She hasn't been for a while. She's old. How old is she? She's in her 85, okay? So anyway, long story short, my mom has the power of attorney, and that angered him so bad. And my grandma called with my mom on three-way, and my mom had it out with him, and she hadn't talked to him in 7 years. And he was just so not receptive and so angry that my mom found out. And he has been on a rampage ever since. So now these creepy people have located each other, my brother and one of these creeps one of these people is somebody's spouse of somebody who worked with Matt in New Jersey that long ago.
Correct.
Okay. And
they made contact.
And they're saying that he is a great person. And I'll tell you what, the information that he is providing, it's exactly like the video. They take the information and he's taking the bits and parts out of it, and it's like a sick game of telephone and fitting it into his twisted narrative. By saying my dad wasn't allowed to speak Spanish in the house. My grandparents do not speak English. How the hell do you think we communicated with? How do you think he communicated with them? Okay? So again, these are the things that we're twisting here, okay? So while 100% of it was said, maybe 2% of it was true, but probably twisted. So I'm just going to put that into your head. So if he's trying to claim that he knows all of this stuff, I'm comfortable saying this. He has been exiled from my life for about 10 years now. My mom and dad have been exiled from his life. They didn't want him gone. I wanted him gone, but they didn't want him gone. So let's not get that twisted either. They exiled my mom and dad 7 years ago. So basically, when I first started the business, they know nothing about us. They know nothing about our business. They know nothing about my children. And I'm just going to say this, and it's absolutely disgusting to say.
Are you going to say it or not?
It's so disgusting to say, but this is the type of person that we're dealing with here. He's never met Grayson, and he had the nerve to call my uncle and tell my uncle that Grayson, and this word will never, ever leave my mouth ever again, because this is not something we say. He had the nerve to call Grayson. I feel so bad saying it.
I don't even think you like
the R word. retarded. Okay? Immediately, no. That is not a word we use. That is not a word that is appropriate to say ever, okay? And it is not an accurate depiction of Grayson at all. So just to shed a little light on the human that these people are taking information from is somebody who would say that about an 8-year-old. Somebody that would steal money from their grandmother. Somebody that's running from debt collectors and a court somewhere. I don't know if he's still running. I haven't gotten a call. My dad got a call when we were on the cruise, but I haven't gotten a call since because I told him to stop calling me. Oh yeah, he wants my mom dead also, by the way, but that's besides the point. Okay, so cross off DSS, cross off brother, okay? It is Colleen, and that's why it was so hard for me to say because I am not that person, right? I don't say that. So let's talk about, well, somebody mentioned moving. So it's no secret that obviously we have our lovely, our new fancy background, okay? Ta-da! And it's because we did move. And the reason I didn't share it is because it is nobody's business whether we move or not. It has no effect on the business. It has no effect on the way I work, the way the business is ran. It has no effect on anything. So it is none of anybody's business to know where we live or to be entitled to know when we move, if we're moving, why we're moving. So people are like, they're trying to say I'm lying about moving.
That's the thing.
I'm not lying.
Right.
I just never said that I moved. And if somebody asks, I've never answered. That's not lying. Me lying would be like, I didn't move. I don't know what you're talking about. What? No. Like, sure, maybe like 3 months ago, I probably said it, but I didn't move 3 months ago. I moved a month ago?
Yeah.
Maybe a month ago. I don't remember the date, okay? So again, I did not lie about whether I moved or not. And I'm tired of them taking the things that I say and saying that I lied. Just because I don't answer does not mean I'm lying, okay? Exactly. It's to keep me safe. And so speaking of lying, cross out moving, and you can cross out lying. Oh, don't worry. They won't be able to find us now, Brooke, okay? They still haven't found us, thank God. And they won't, but that's besides the fact. They won't find our location, luckily. But like for instance, they're saying just to approach, Lacey, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Because when you are openly admitting and saying that you drive by my house and walk by it and bike by it multiple times a day, that is stalking. When you are so pressed to take my photos and reverse search them to find where I am, that is stalking. If I am not willingly providing the information to you,
You are stalking.
You are stalking us. Okay? That's what that is. And all it takes is one crazy person to read, oh, Pam's at X, Y, and Z. They might not say anything on that page and just come for me or my children. The fact that they're trying to figure out where my children are going to go to camp. Go to summer camp, you're stalking. Okay? That's stalking, but that's besides the fact. Okay. So, lying. They're trying to say that my strawberry pie was not homemade. Okay? It's stupid shit like that. Were you in my kitchen to see whether I made my strawberry pie or not? No. I do have a camera though. Okay? And then also, another part, like somebody asked me about breakfast foods. Okay? My mother is sitting at the table over here. Okay? My mother is a strong Catholic woman. If I was sitting here lying, she would have my ass. So I'm just letting you know. Okay? Now, somebody asked about breakfast foods. What's your favorite breakfast food? Okay? First of all, I freaking hate breakfast foods. I've hated breakfast foods since the time I was a baby. Ask my mom, she is quite literally sitting right there, okay? I don't like breakfast foods. I'm not your pancake waffle. Will I eat it? Yeah. I like waffles sometimes from like Waffle House with chocolate chips in it. If I had to choose any breakfast food on the planet, I choose pork, egg, and cheese. I feel like it's very much a sandwich more than a breakfast food, which is why, okay.
Like we're not going to catch you again French toast.
I don't eat French toast.
I mean?
No, I really don't. I don't like, if I had the choice of pasta for breakfast and I would eat the pasta. Actually, in fact, a lot of the times I eat leftovers for breakfast when I am home. Cheesy eggs? I just started liking cheesy eggs probably like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, since the Disney cruises, like cheesy eggs. But it's not my go-to. It's like, Pam, you need to have protein. You ate like crap yesterday. Eat the cheesy eggs. That's the way my brain works. All right. Now, anyway, no, I do not like French toast. The dogs are here, but again, crazy narrative
of you
saying
guys,
that we don't have the dogs. We have the dogs.
We've had the dogs.
But again, crazy narrative. Anyway, we're going to go over that in a second. But the lies, they're trying to prove that I'm a liar by saying because I said I would eat a pork roll, egg, and cheese, that I'm lying because I don't like breakfast foods. They're trying to say that I lie because I'm terrified of the ocean, but I jumped in. If it comes to the point of where I'm going to either overheat and pass out, because again, something you guys probably know about me because you know it about Grayson and you know it came from me. It actually comes from my mom, fun fact. When we get overheated, we pass out real quickly, okay? We need to have water, we overheat, we get dizzy, and then I passed out in Puerto Rico. I passed out on a ferry boat. Remember the ferry boat incident? So anyway, this is what happens. You saw Grayson pass out. I told you guys he passed out at the what was it called?
Chili Festival.
Chili Festival. But anyway, we are in Barbados. It's freaking hot. If it's gonna be me passing out on a boat in the middle of Barbados or jumping in the ocean and swimming around to get back on the boat, risking, and this is the way I think. A lot of you don't think this way because you're not scared of the ocean. Every time I jump in the ocean, I'm risking my life. That's how I feel. Correct?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Go grab a fucking dog.
Seriously.
See? The border's posting. Did you ever think that people post pictures after the fact? Like, again, the craziest shit. Here, grab them all. Have a whole fiesta. Come on, y'all.
Come on, Maui.
Mal,
You good boy.
come here. Come here. Proof of life. One dog. Tiny, come on.
One dog. The dog train.
Two dogs.
You can't see her.
And guess what? We missed her birthday. I mean, we didn't miss it. We celebrated her birthday, but we didn't post her for her birthday because, again, creepy people, and we don't want them knowing where, who, what, when, where, and why. Hi, Tiny. All right. Scoot your toots. Oh, Dizzle's here too. Where is she? Let's proof of life Dizzle as well while we're at it. Okay. But anyway, if every time I go swimming, it's life or death for me. Okay? It's life or death for me. That's how I feel. That is my horrible fear. I'm going to show you without flashing you. I have a huge jellyfish. You see that right there? That's from a Portuguese man I wore when I was 10. Again, my mom was there for it. It traumatized me. I quite literally never go in the water. I'm terrified. Kate and Gino literally sees me at the beach multiple times a year in Hawaii. And she quite literally has seen me maybe dip my toes in. Kate, are you here? Oh, here's Dizzle, proof of life.
I thought we got rid of her.
Oh, yeah, we got rid of her. That's what they were saying. Proof of life. Here she is. Right? Does that look like a dog? It's a freaking cat, okay?
We left her.
She's still alive and well.
And well, very well, actually.
God.
There you go.
But anyway, so she's like, why'd you wake me up?
I know. She's so angry with me now.
So, and obviously I can't post pictures of the cats and the dogs because they're laying in beds and on the floor, and I can't take pictures of the floor because these people are so creepy, even though they say they're not stalkers, that they'll take a picture of my floor and try and find where we live based off of my floor. So I haven't taken any pictures, which is why we didn't post Kailua, because there was no, and I tried, asked my mom, I tried to find an inconspicuous spot to take a picture of me holding her, but anywhere that we would take a picture, they would try and find us, and it's just creepy, and I don't want any part of it. So, the end. And I wasn't going to do it against this wall because then they'd be like, oh my God, they're back, blah, blah, blah. Anyway. See, look.
Look, the border was spoken to.
You're not a stalker, but you spoke to the border. Are y'all listening to this? Are y'all witnessing and listening to this? See? So all you're doing is proving my point. Can you take a picture of that? Because that's another thing we'll put on the police report.
Yeah, because we know that's either one of them, you know?
There you go. That they're calling a border and asking people about my dogs. If you're not proving my point, I don't know what you are doing. Anybody who reads can see that y'all are insane. See that?
The border was spoken to.
See that? And that's not even true because we had the dogs then.
Correct.
I know when we picked the dogs up.
Correct.
See? You see what I'm talking about? This is the stuff. Like, they're just literally going crazy. Oh no, we're gonna say that this just proves that you're stalking us because you're so convinced that you're not stalking us, yet you stay on our live sales and say crazy stuff like this. And then when we prove you wrong, you still try to be like, oh, they're lying.
You're not checking on an animal's well-being.
You're stalking. That's not checking on an animal's freaking well-being.
You're stalking.
You're stalking us. You're stalking us. So anyway, let's continue. Can you get Melissa,
Yep.
please? Thank you. So lies. Okay. Well, if it comes to passing out or me jumping in the ocean, guess what? I'm jumping in the ocean. Okay? So I did. And I figured if I'm jumping in the ocean, I might as well do it in style. And guess what? When I did it in Greece, because it was hot as heck in Greece, guess what I did? I did a front flip into the ocean because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in style. And you know what I did? I got right back on the boat. Because I felt like my life was in danger. The end. Okay. Let's keep talking. You got that, Matt?
Yep.
Great. All right, next, let's talk about, okay, can you cross off the dog situation, please? Because I have that. Thank you. Dogs, check. Okay, next, let's talk about, yeah, Bella, I did. Mommy has to show you the video. I know, it's crazy. It is stalking because it's not information. It's not information that I willingly shared. So you are searching for it, going out of your way to search and stalk. That is what it is called. It is called stalking. And here, take a picture of that. And that is exactly what you're doing. And all you're doing by commenting this is proving our point that you are stalking us. And it's going to make me look 500 times better when I'm in court. This is great.
Because we know who the ghosts are.
Correct.
So.
Okay. Anyway, let's talk about Matt's drinking. Because that's another defamatory thing that is being said.
Let's talk about it.
So let's have a real conversation. So Matt, and I'm okay to say the whole police thing, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so Matt applied to the police department. He got offered a job to the police department, okay? You still went searching for the information. That's stalking. Exactly, Vanessa. So he applied to the police department. He got the job at the police department. But as you know, in order to have a job with the police department, you have to undergo all sorts of stuff. What is it? What did you undergo?
A polygraph test, a psychological test, a fitness test.
A drug test?
Drug test.
A background check.
Background check. And
reference check.
References, drug test, background check, polygraph test, psychological test.
Okay, so anyway, long story short, he was in the process of doing all of that, okay? He had a polygraph test. And so, you know, because again, we are honest Abes, and ever since Matt has stopped drinking, he has been so paranoid about like lying because he doesn't ever want to get back into that snowball because he was there. We all know this. He was there where he was snowballing, and you know, one lie turned into the other lie, right?
Yep.
So he doesn't want to do that anymore. So when he stopped drinking, how many months ago? This was almost a year ago now.
We're on 11 months.
11 months and like a week or two.
Yeah.
No, a week. A few days.
3 days.
Anyway, I'm like, oh, a few days. Anyway, so, oh my God, the Publix break-in. No, the Publix break-in was good though. It was actually after the Publix break-in. But that's besides the point. So he had to do polygraph tests. And on the polygraph tests, it asked, when's the last time he drank? And when is the last time that he did drugs? Okay? So, I would like to just mention that when you say these things, and you're bold enough to say them, that he is drunk on X, Y, and Z date, it is very, very unfortunate for you that it is defamatory when it is absolutely found to be not true, especially via a polygraph test. So it's just really not going to be a good look for you. And then further beyond that, let's talk about the whole time theft getting fired thing.
Oh.
Because that is also a defamatory term, statement.
1000% it is.
In which we have proof that neither happened. In fact, we have Matt's resignation email.
Not only the email, the full documentation.
Oh yes, and then when you leave a government job, they give you like a full closeout documentation that says why you left, or if you left willingly, voluntarily, involuntarily fired, okay? So, with that being said, that is also defamatory when you are going on and saying that he was fired, and also that he was not approved for telework.
No.
Because his contract says telework. So that is also a defamatory statement saying that he was illegally working when he was not approved for telework. Check. I feel like that person on TikTok, the girl who reads the things about what the kids, students say about her, and she checks the mark. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? They literally, she reads it. She's like, Miss T, your butt looks like a bus. Check. And she reads them off, and I nearly pee my pants every time. That's what I feel like right now. So going on to that, they talk about us being on the run, okay? You cannot be on the run in the United States. That's not how this works. If we were on the run, we would be in the Cayman Islands, disappeared off of the face of the planet, not on a predicted live where the police know we are because we file multiple police reports with our address.
Where DSS knows where we are.
Where DSS knows where we are, and where Matt's place of employment knows where we are. You can't be on the run.
How are you on the run?
Okay? When you've done nothing wrong, there's no reason to be on the run. It doesn't matter why he resigned. The point is he did.
Exactly. And people leave the government all the time.
Yeah, actually,
And
your
people-
coworker
yes.
left the government.
People leave the government all the time.
Matt's coworker left the government.
So,
I love her to death, by the way. I'm
Get
not
some
going to say
better
her name.
info from your source on the site who knows everything, because people do leave the government
But anyway,
all the time.
that's that. So you can't be on the run. Okay? We can't be on. I'll tell you that he is not a cop. And I'll tell you why. Here, let me let you in on a little secret, which is going to look so much better for us in court too as well. So after he did the polygraph and all that crazy crap for the police department, he didn't get a call back, and he's like, what's going on? Because he passed his polygraph and everything. And so he called, and they said that they needed to reach out to the DSS person. Yes, because on his polygraph, he didn't lie, and he said, do you have any open DSS cases? And he said, as a matter of fact, I do. And it was like 2 days before. And we didn't have it closed yet because, again, she had to come back. And we left, I think, for a week in between and then came back.
Correct.
Anyway, long story short, he said it was because he had to talk to the DSS person. And the DSS person just called you Tuesday and said that the officer so-and-so called asking about the DSS case. So what our attorney said is, since that has affected his employment, can you get a picture of that?
Trying, yeah.
Thank you. Has affected his employment, we can also sue for that. So thank you. Check.
Again.
That's what I'm saying.
No idea.
Nope, that's
What
not
they
even
are
accurate.
talking about.
That's not accurate information.
Again.
Did you take a picture of that?
I did.
Okay, great. Because then we have proof of that being not accurate information as well. Okay, that's great. Okay, next. Okay, so I did Matt's drinking. Stephanie,
And
speak
again,
on it.
it goes to believe you don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yep.
Because
Okay, let's talk about, well, we already talked about stalking, because quite literally, they're just proving my point. They stalk us. They try and find our every move. They drive by our house multiple times at our old neighborhood. They've walked by it. They've openly admitted it and been proud of it. Absolutely not. Which is why we won't share where we live or really anything about our lives anymore.
I walked by their house 5 times today.
5 times today, I've walked by their house. Like, by the way, we can see you on the camera because we have cameras in our house. Okay, keep going. Okay, stalking. Check. Okay, next. Let's talk about, they do not know our new location. I can tell you that right now. They have no idea. We are not registered anywhere. They have no idea where we live. 0 clue. Okay? So, and we made sure of that. So did our attorney, by the way. Let's talk about the foreclosure, which is also going to look really good for us in court, because all we have to do is come with our bank statements and show that we paid our mortgage every month up until the month that we sold it. Defamatory, saying that we didn't pay our bills and that we went into either pre-foreclosure or foreclosure is, and saying that, what else did they say about that besides for that crap? We don't pay our bills, yada, yada, we're broke,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
broke,
blah. Anyway, we have proof of that. So when we go to court, we will be providing that document to the judge, because all it takes is a simple search of our bank account and its payments to our mortgage company. Basically, Brianna, we're working on it. Okay, so that's foreclosure. We did not foreclose on our home. Okay. And the fact that they think they know our financials and they're literally trying to say that they know our financials. I hope you find somebody who works in the bank and can actually provide you at least with our financials, because that'd be great. I'm like, at this point, they're probably staring through our window when we're banking. I mean, God. Okay. Let's keep going. See, look, they blocked my actual account. So get over it. It's time to move on. Scurry away. Go back under your bridge. Like, literally, look, this person is so angry that I blocked her account.
And she was an LLR
It's
customer.
time, LuLaRoe, that was 6 years. It's time to grow up and move on with your life. Can you take a screenshot of that? I mean, a picture of that, please. It's time to grow up and move on with your life, okay? There are better things as an adult that you could be doing than this. All right?
I feel sad almost.
I don't feel sad for them.
That, like, this is what you...
I'm like, I don't feel. Okay, keep going. Let's talk about, okay, we did the attorney police reports. We have an attorney involved. He will be sending letters to a certain 5 people. What is he sending? Just so that, okay.
I'm not getting into that.
Okay, well, things will be coming up. Okay, let's talk about Noelle, because that's one of the hot subjects that really just ticks me off, okay? Noelle is our unfortunate deceased child whom I had a miscarriage with in 2013. It was right before Take a picture
That's
of that.
desperate.
Also, $17 an hour is not accurate.
That's desperate.
That is,
Thank you,
but
Jessica. Thank you.
But that's also not what I get paid.
Correct.
That's not even accurate information. Right. Again, not accurate information. Inaccurate information. Yeah, Jess, exactly. So now this person's saying that anybody who makes $17 or less, you're a freaking loser.
Yep.
I didn't say that. This person is saying that. Just to be clear, that's the type of people we're dealing with, okay? Anyway, let's talk about Noelle. So Noelle, you know, that happened in the interim of me taking birth control and antibiotics at the same time, okay? So it was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like distant? No, not distant, like dissociated time in my life where I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to, I mean, I didn't talk about it for a really long time.
Very long.
You know, and I didn't have health insurance. So, see? Mm-hmm. Take a picture of that.
Yep.
Again, more false information.
Yep.
So, oh God, sorry guys, I'm itchy. I got a bug bite. So, it was a really difficult time in my life. I didn't have health insurance. Well, I had my birth control. I was on that every 3-month birth control. Like, you know, like when you take, what was it, like 2 months, and then the 3rd month on the last week, they, thank you, Rebecca. So you guys know what I'm talking about, the 3-month birth control, the last week of the 3rd month, you get your period. Anyway, I got, you know, a year's worth of prescriptions from when I had a job because I did work with my mom prior to all of this. I actually left the job and ended up going to be a nanny, which, as you know, most nanny jobs do not have health insurance. So when that happened, was I a nanny at that time? Matt?
I believe. No.
I can't remember. I don't remember who I was working for or what I was doing when the time happened. But I do know that I was not taking care of my body. I was drinking. I was not sleeping. I was working all the time. And I was drinking pretty heavily. It was my party stage. It was right, like, it was February, right?
It was.
February of 2013. Anyway, long story short, Matt remembers it more than I do. As you guys know, when things traumatizing happen, you kind of try to block it out. So Matt could reiterate the story a lot better than I can, but I will tell you that I remember that I thought I had to use the bathroom really, really bad. So I went and instead of going to the bathroom, I had a tiny fetus, a baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sierra, that was it, Seasonique. So anyway, I did that. So now we know who that is. Yeah. So thank you. So I did that, okay? And I'm trying to remember, this is so hard to like bring back. So I remember I was in the bathroom, I called Matt in. Matt says that we had cleaning people at the house when that happened. Mm-hmm. And so we had dinner plans. Was it dinner?
Over Brian.
Was it dinner?
I believe it was dinner, yeah.
I think we had dinner plans.
To go get together?
With his brother.
Yeah.
And we showed up, and somebody from our past whom we didn't, well, it wasn't really from our past, but we had just gotten into it with the person, was at the house. And I remember being upset, but I also remember cramping again and going into his bathroom, and the remainder happened. And so at that point, I already had, obviously, I'm like trying to say this without being like too gross. Right. Like the first initial at our house. Okay. And remember now, this is early 2013. I still had a T-Mobile sidekick. Okay. And Google, we were still asking Jeeve thing. Google was just like becoming a thing. I did not have health insurance. And again, it is no secret that the reason Matt and I got married was for health insurance. And actually, we were engaged at this point because I needed health insurance because I had a broken arm like a few weeks prior. And Matt was like, we didn't know whether I needed surgery on my wrist or not. So Matt was like, let's get health insurance. But then it turned into a whole wedding. My mom saw my wedding dress and the rest is history. But anyway, so I didn't go to the doctor. I actually had large outstanding medical bills from, or did I already file bankruptcy at that point?
You must have.
So I probably just filed bankruptcy, and I was not about to go and get myself into more debt when I was feeling not okay, but not mentally okay, but my body was, it was moving. And I was, how old was I? 20 something? 86, 26? No, 25, 2013. 26.
Yeah.
I was 26.
Yeah.
I was young. I was dumb. I definitely did not reach out to my mom. I'm like, for sure did not reach out to my mom. Mainly because, again, my mom is a strict Catholic. I was not married, and I was terrified of, you know what I mean? Like, and a lot of us do that growing up, right? Is you don't want to say anything to your parents because you don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to make them upset. So I didn't say anything to my mom. I don't even think your mom knew. Did your mom know? Did we tell your mom?
We did.
Immediately?
No.
Okay.
A while.
So, so I didn't say anything. But anyway, long story short, we had like a Louis Vuitton, like a wallet box. Yeah. And there's a holly bush. Holly bushes are illegal to uproot in New Jersey, right?
Correct.
And so we buried what we had underneath a holly bush in a Louis Vuitton box in the little like sleeve, that a wallet would come in. And we buried her and said, she'll never be dug up because you can't dig up a holly bush. And that was it. That's the story.
I don't understand.
So they're going around saying that we buried a dead fetus and it's illegal and we're disgusting because we did X, Y, and Z. Like, that's the story of it. We were young. We didn't know any better. We didn't reach out to adults. We didn't Google anything. Should I have gone to the hospital? Possibly. Maybe that's why I had such issues trying to conceive MJ. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why my uterus is freaking awful. I have no idea. I didn't go see a doctor. I didn't have health insurance. And that is exactly what happened. But to try and make it seem like it was some horrible, disgusting thing that I didn't care about, or that I, I nonchalantly just like threw it away. Like,
right. Or like, oh, we just went to ice. No, like we needed to get out of there. We needed to figure out what the hell was happening.
I didn't even know what was happening until it happened. And then at that point, you're in this like
trance state, like
state of shock
and upset and everything.
Right. And again, it's really hard for me to like pull these things back from my memory. You guys know, it's not like I have oh, every part of my life has been happy, great, fond memories. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have done my best to like block a lot of my life out. And I think that's just how my brain functions. And quite honestly, I just don't have a good memory because even Matt can say, we did this yesterday, and I'd be like, nope.
That is so true.
No recollection. He's like, I told you X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, nope.
And forget it. 2023, we're just trying to block all that shit out.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. 2023 was traumatizing to me with the whole Matt drinking thing. 2023 was definitely a terrible time for me, and I blocked a lot of that out. Again, it's just the way my brain is. It just, if it's not something nice, and even nice things, it just bleep, shuts it off, okay? And that is according to our therapist as well. So, and our therapist, who also Matt has discussed with this, absolutely thinks what is happening is disgusting and said he will go to court and immediately vouch for us and our mental sanity, because they have also questioned our mental sanity and said that we were mentally unstable for the kids.
Correct.
Which our therapist obviously...
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I may be wrong
different.
about this. I believe Chelsea spoke with him, didn't she?
DSS? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Either way. So that's the situation with Noelle. So the things that they say about her and about me and about Matt and acting like I just took it and threw it in the trash is not correct, is not right. Did I handle it the way I could have handled it better? Probably. I was young. I didn't know any better. Again, it wasn't like you could just go to a Facebook group at the time and search it. Like that wasn't really a thing. I had a T-Mobile sidekick. Did I even have Facebook on a T-Mobile sidekick?
I don't remember. The fact that you remember you had a sidekick is pretty good.
I loved my sidekick. You had that stupid...
I had a BlackBerry.
Yeah, that stupid BlackBerry. I hated it.
BlackBerry
I could
Globe.
not figure out how to
It
use
was
that.
called the BlackBerry Globe.
I couldn't figure out how to use it for the life of me. But so that is, again, from a horse's mouth of what happened. And people who want to say that they were there and that they knew, no one was there except for
Right.
Matt, myself, and our 2 cleaning guys. Whatever happened to our 2 cleaning guys?
They almost burnt down our house. So we had to ask them.
What did they do? I don't remember.
They left our oven on self-clean with nobody home.
Oh.
And it started, we walked into a smoking house.
See? Another thing. Like another thing I blocked out of my memory. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the whole story. And the reason I'm doing this is so that when these crazy people try and reach out to Matt's job and my job, I can just tell them to watch this video. And our lawyer also has like a little cute little file like made up of all of our like proof against the allegations so that if either of our positions did ask, we can just provide that directly from our lawyer. And also, beyond that, our lawyer said that if anybody went on to even go and look, like when DSS came on, they realized within the first 2 posts that these people were absolutely mentally unstable.
The beautiful part of it, like the DSS supervisor and the DSS investigator.
They cried.
They were like
They cried
she was
for
like,
us.
I can't even read this anymore. She's like, I can't even read this.
My
anymore.
mom went on for the first time the other night and literally was like, I can't read this. She's like, I cannot read this. So,
Disgusting.
My mom goes on just to see what the things that, said individual says.
oh,
The one
yes.
that she knows, obviously.
Yes.
Or, claims to know her.
Yeah.
And she's just like, what is wrong with this lady?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what's wrong with everybody?
Right.
Like this person's mad because I blocked her from Lula Rose
Right.
6 years ago.
Right.
My mom, that's the thing. My mom's like, my mom said to me the other day, she's like, I can't figure it out. Like, why can't they just like move on? You mind your business. Even Chelsea said to me today, she was like, you literally have stepped so far back from this business without letting the business lack. You know what I mean? She was like, you have done such a phenomenal job with keeping everything up despite thank you, Lisa. And Lisa, actually, fun fact, Lisa Zeta has known all of my truths. She's actually been behind the scenes sending me a lot of stuff out of pure concern. And there's been a few of you actually who have helped me. And you guys have known the truths. Some of you has been like through a lot of these milestones in my life with me as well and know the truths. But Chelsea was like, you've taken a step back, and like especially like the last 2 or 3 months, like really taken a step back. And she's like, they still just don't leave you alone. And my mom's like, I cannot figure it out. And I think we can't figure it out because there is quite literally, there's no reason to figure out. There's no direct reason to figure out. You know what I mean? Like this person's mad because I blocked her 6 years ago.
Right. Like, did you see the one this girl just said, trying to shut down a lying scammer?
How am I a lying scammer? Hey, people who shop, okay? Do you guys get your clothes? Do you guys get freebies? Are y'all getting your prizes? Stephanie, you know, I'm going to be honest. I have literally thought about it 100 times over, but this business employs so many really good humans. I don't need my business to survive. I'm good. Because despite what these people think, we're fine. You know what I mean? I do it for everyone else, because if I shut the business down, then Chelsea doesn't have a job, and then Brittany doesn't have a job, and Megan doesn't have a job, and Alyssa doesn't have a job, and Jackie doesn't have a job. You know what I mean? So it's like,
because if it wasn't for that,
it would be so much easier for me to just be like, okay, well, I don't feel like dealing with this anymore, so, you know what I mean? But I don't do that because I have people that rely on the money that comes in. I don't do it for myself. I haven't been doing it for myself for a year, and I've had this discussion with you guys for probably a year. Right? I mean, I've had real discussions with you before saying like, I'm not doing this for myself. I do it for everybody else. And it's true. And I do it because I like having the flexibility to be home with my kids. But, you know, see, like that's what they're concerned. That's what makes me a scammer, because I said that I'm not, it's free, so I'm not doing it right. It's not to say that I'm never doing it. It just doesn't take priority over other parts of the business. That does not make me a scammer.
Right.
Like, I hate to break the news to you. See, these are the things, guys, that this is what they do. They try and find things and then twist it into their sick, crazy narrative. You're right. There are certain, freebies are not priorities. If I have to figure out how to delegate a day so that packages get out efficiently over doing bingo or something, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure people want their makeup junkie more than they want me to play freaking bingo or to rip a ticket. It'll get done.
Yep.
It just might be a little delayed. For instance, some tickets are delayed because we were waiting on makeup junkie to come in. I'm pretty sure those people would rather it be delayed and them get tickets than them not get tickets at all.
Yep. That's right.
Now, do we sometimes make mistakes? Absolutely. We are humans. However, we do everything in our power to make sure that we make it right. And if we, for whatever reason, have a customer who is just not satisfied with anything that we do, we happily refund them and block them and tell them, I don't think you're the right customer for us, and I don't think we're the right fit for you. The end.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Can you stop attacking Brianna Cooper?
Right.
Can we stop attacking and pretending? You guys, I just want to put it into perspective. They made a fake TikTok, stole Brianna Cooper's profile picture, which has her now deceased husband in it, and they're saying disgusting things about me with Brianna Cooper's name attached to it, trying to make it seem like she's saying the things about me. That's how disgusting these people are. I would just like to put it into perspective. And Brianna, I'm sorry.
Next level. Like, and the fact that she like still loves us and supports us, even though she gets attacked like that, is like speaks to her, you know?
Yeah. So I'm just putting it into perspective. This is the kind of people that we're dealing with, okay? They're disgusting. They're absolutely disgusting. Oh, I'm dead serious. Oh, and they haven't done, it's not just Brianna. They've done it to a ton of customers. Yeah. So much so that customers have had to literally change their names to fake names so that they don't get bullied by these people.
There are 1,000%.
There are about 10 to 20 of our good customers who vanished. They're just under fake names.
And have messaged us and told us, hey.
This is me.
It's me.
But I don't want to be bullied by these crazy people.
Yep.
Oh, it's the police. They must be coming to get you.
Oh, my God.
Pack your bags. But why is the police here?
That's probably...
Oh, on the road?
Yeah, the main road.
Okay. I was like, God, that's loud.
Yeah, that's going that way.
Is that the main road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're here for me.
Pack your bags.
Oh, my God. They caught up to me. Our run didn't pay off.
Oh, God. So... that is it. I think I've hit everything. Listen, if somebody wants to offer money for the business, I'll happily take it at this point. As long as you want to keep my girls employed, that's great. I'm all in. That's my main concern. It's not me.
Then the girl says earlier, I just want her to admit her business is failing.
It's not. If my business was failing, I would not be employing my girls. No one would continue to work for me. I would not be able to reorder stuff. I would not be shipping stuff. I would not be paying my $9,000 rent, of which I was, according to them, supposed to be kicked out of the warehouse by May 1st. Because, you know, they know better than us.
What happened to that?
So they said that we were supposed to, you know, they scared everybody and done told everybody by May 1st I wasn't going to have a business because I was getting kicked out of the warehouse because my lease was up. That's not even the right date, and that's what I've told you guys since day one. That's not the right date. And we're not going anywhere. And if we were going somewhere, you would hear it from my mouth. I would let you know. And I don't know, we are doing this completely hypothetically. So do not take this because you know they're going to take it and twist my words. Let's say the business was selling tomorrow, okay? Let's say, I don't know, my mom bought the business. I don't know, we're just going to say this, okay? My mom bought the business and tomorrow is my last day, okay? First of all, I wouldn't do it in a day, okay? I'd do it like with a good few weeks in advance. Second of all, if I had pre-orders that were waiting, I would just have them redirected to me, so that I could send them out to the appropriate people if we were ever even entertaining closing. That is how I would handle it. I would give you guys tons of time to use your credits. I am not that type of business owner. I'm not that type of person. I have too much anxiety for that. I would feel like I am dying if I knew that I was purposely going to close the business and say, too bad, guys, I'm out. All your money, charge it back. I would never, ever, ever do that. I have too much anxiety. I'd be paranoid. I, quite honestly, wouldn't want to owe the money in chargebacks. You know what I mean? Like, because then you got to get fees on top. You're just better off just, you know, handling it the way that somebody should handle it, which is that way. So I'm like, I would never, ever, ever, ever just ditch you guys and be like, sorry, I'm out tomorrow, bye. Although I'm going to admit this week I thought about it. I would never though, because I have girls to employ. If it was just me, maybe. But it's not just me. And despite what other people think, they think that, you know, I don't work or I don't do anything or yada, yada. Without me, the business would fail. 1,000%. If I completely disappeared off of the face of the planet, the business would fail. And it's not to say that it's because the girls suck. It's because they do everything that they need to do on their end of their job, and they don't know my job. So they're not equipped to do my job. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So like all the things that I do are what, like Chelsea does things that require the business to run. Megan does things that require the business to run. Brittany, Alyssa, they all do things that require the business to run. So if I just disappeared, because I do things too, if I just disappeared, the business wouldn't run. We're all like a puzzle piece. And could they figure it out? Probably, but they'd probably be working like 90 hours a week. Ain't nobody want to do that. Okay? So I'm like, listen, if I did leave, first of all, I don't think any of you would be surprised. Would you blame me? But second of all, if I did actually leave or I did sell the business or whatever, I would tell you from my mouth, and I would not just leave you guys high and dry and just be like, bye, sorry, tomorrow is our last day. Because I see those businesses all the time. Like, you know, the ones that like the restaurants that these employees go to the restaurant and it's like, they have a note on the door and it's like, sorry, we're closed. That's not how I roll. That's not the person I am. Everybody knows who I am. Like, could you imagine? Like then, yeah, absolutely. I should have a whole page talking all sorts of smack about me if that's the way I ran my bit, if that's what I did. But I'm not that person. So I would 1000% be the first one to communicate anything with you. I've been open this entire time. And the reason I haven't discussed it is because quite honestly, none of this really matters to the business at all.
Nope.
Does DSS matter to our business? Does your drinking matter to our business? Does us moving, or you having a job, or us having attorney, or my brother's crap, or you know what I mean? The dogs. Does any of that have, Noel, does any of it have anything to do with the business or how we run this business or how you get your packages? Absolutely not. But I did this for me. I did this for me, and I did it to have, again, a place for when these crazy people call jobs and other things and try and lie about us. So that all of the information is in one place. And when asked for said proof that I said our attorney had, we will have our little packet, scroll to index number, blah, 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 and provide the proof. Because again, defamation is illegal. Okay? No. No. She's visiting, Kate. Mama's just visiting. Thank you, Brianna. All right. That's all I have.
That's it. Do you want a cookie?
That's everything. That's all the facts laid out. I don't want to eat the cookies. They're for, you know.
For me. They're all for me. Never last.
Huh? Yeah, I'm still alive. Why? Oh, my mom wants the strawberry pie. Hold on, I'll take it out.
The one that you didn't make.
The one I didn't make, you know. I carefully took it out of whatever package I got it in.
Did you show them your beautiful strawberry pie?
No, but I will.
Yeah, show them.
I'll take it out of, I took it out of whatever package it came in. Here it is.
So carefully inside.
I know, you put that nicely. You made that fit so nicely in your pen.
I don't know how I did it.
Wow.
That is pretty.
So this is my strawberry pizza pie, and the reason I was holding it up for all the idiots who were asking was because you're crazy, and if I show the floor, although this isn't my real floor, so, but if I didn't want to put it on the floor because there's dogs and cats in the house. And so I needed to hold it up, and if I put it on the counter and you saw the counter, I don't know, you're crazy and you're gonna probably search the counter. So I was holding it up in front of the thing. But this is the shortbread crust, that's the cream cheese filling, and that's that strawberry top. It smells delish. So my mom has been waiting for this since I made it yesterday. Did I make it yesterday?
Yesterday.
That'd be kind of hard.
Can you cut a slice? Do you want a slice, Mom? A little slice? Can I have just a teeny tiny slice?
Yeah. Are you really making me do all the work while you lay naked in bed?
Yes. Yes. See, like this.
Oh my God.
This is the type of people, guys, that we're dealing with, and I can't wait.
Like,
Can you admit your Sunday
stupid.
gravy dinner looked terrible? Don't make a cookbook.
Delicious to me.
Can you admit that you are a freaking loser who has no life? I'm sorry you can't cook Sunday gravy as good as me and you're mad about it. I'm sorry you can't be here to eat my Sunday gravy. But you know what? If you spent the time that you spent on my live sale tonight, you could have made Sunday gravy too. Alyssa, I don't know. That's what I guess the attorney needs to figure out. It was delicious. We all liked it. Sorry you didn't get to enjoy it. Joyce said Pam didn't invite you. I mean, I didn't. You're right. Kate, I did that once. It was freaking hysterical. Remember when I did I called it a reading.
Yeah.
Here, I'll read you yesterday's reading. Let's see. I'll read you yesterday's. Thanks, Lise. I'll get it. Yesterday's reading. Hold on, where is it? Oh, there's my burnt brajol. There's my fake pie. Oh, here it is. Okay, ready? Nikia. Oh, Aaron. Okay, ready? Oh, mystery chicken. I'll tell you how to do that in a minute. This person, so I posted a video when I woke up and I was like wiping my eyes because, you know, I just woke up and they wrote, a reading. super unprofessional. No one cares to see you wiping crust out of your eye. Thank you, AM1.832 from your fake profile. Is that the small one?
Yeah.
God, that's huge. Give that to my mom. That's too big. Okay, mystery chicken. Mystery chicken. So mystery chicken, guys, is going to be chicken, and it's just dredged in egg flour. Egg flour, egg, Matt?
What?
Egg flour, egg?
No, egg, flour, flour again.
Egg flour, flour?
Egg, flour, flour.
Egg flour, flour. Okay. And then set it to the side. Olive oil, butter, fry the chicken, cook it mostly through. I cook it all the way through. I'm paranoid, it's chicken. Okay. Then take those out. In that same pan, add like a half of an onion, like chopped super thin. I mean, if you like thick onion, great, but I don't. Then you saute that until it's like translucent. Then you add garlic. I do a whole head of garlic, saute that. Then you add 2 to 3 cups of chicken broth, a little bit of lemon juice, sugar, salt and pepper. I'm trying to think what else. Mix it. Then you do like your kind of like cornstarch slurry just to thicken it a little bit. I don't like it super thick though. Then you're gonna add the chicken in, cover it, cook it like so it simmers for like another 10-15 minutes while the pasta's cooking. Take the cover off, throw some parsley, taste because it might be too lemony. I put fresh lemons on top. I'm sorry, before I cook it for the 15 minutes, I put fresh lemons on top too, sliced. And then I just let it kind of cook there for like a good like 15 minutes, and then I take it off. It might be too lemony, add a little more sugar. If it's too sugary, add a little more lemon, and then serve over pasta. The end.
Delicious, Joe.
Can I? Wow, guys. We're now talking about our Le Creuset.
Oh, we're back to that?
Yes.
So we shut them up about the dogs.
But now we're talking about the Le
Go back to the Le
Creuset.
Creuset.
Yeah.
No,
My Le Creuset. When that comes back out, they're going to be very
Such
disappointed.
an awful cook.
They're going to be very disappointed when it comes back out, when the Le Creuset comes back out.
I know. Because we had to return it, remember?
Yeah. Well, now they know we moved, so that could be a reason why it's gone.
Yeah.
You know? Because we moved. There's an idea, maybe.
Maybe I'm Pam's long lost brother. Oh.
That she won't acknowledge. Mm-hmm. Do you guys feel entitled if you have a sibling that you either never spoke to or didn't know about? Who the hell thinks that they're entitled, that they should have to talk to that person? Even if this person, it's probably not, but I'm saying, even if they were, I sure as shit am not obligated to talk to that person. I don't even know who the hell that is. Thank you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't even know who the hell that is. I ain't obligated to talk to nobody. I'm not even obligated to talk to my mom. I will, but I'm not obligated to.
I'm not obligated to talk to my brother either.
Nope. Missy, speak on it.
He's probably watching too. You
Hi.
watching too?
You want to take this info?
Deuces.
Oh, also, speaking of medication, I was accused of being on drugs. You know, you have to get drug tested to get a job. If I have a job, I'm not on drugs. So we can stop that rumor. Do we have water?
Yeah.
I'm like, if we can stop that rumor, that'd be great. Because when you call somebody a crackhead and write it on the internet, that's also defamation. When there's proof that I am not a crackhead. Got it? Mm-hmm.
it's very nice. I don't think I want to read any of this.
I told you. These people have no life. They ain't got nothing better to do with their lives but tear other people down.
Yeah.
You know, somebody said something to me earlier, and I read it to my mom, and they said, someone posted and said that these people, like, your life won't be any better by trying to put mine down. And, you know, it was so true, because it's like, okay, let's say we, I don't know, we did foreclose on our house. I don't know. I'm just, again, hypothetically speaking. Or, I don't know, we closed the business, right? I don't know. How does that make your life any better?
Yeah, what?
Because your life is obviously very, very, very sad, lonely, and pathetic. If this is what you spend your Memorial Day weekend doing, you know what I mean? Like, your life has to be very, very, very sad and pathetic. So, I don't understand. It doesn't make your life any better. The only person who can make your life better is you, by doing productive things in your life, not trying to hurt other people to make them feel as bad as you. Happy people don't do this to other people. People who are productive and like their life, they don't do this.
I just think, you know, I think about the ones who we know who they are.
Yeah, well, we know they're miserable humans. Like my brother, he's wanted obviously by debt collectors and some sort of court. Of course he's miserable. I'd be freaking miserable if I had debt collectors looking for me and people. I don't know. Again, I got calls months ago. My dad just got one on the cruise. So that is the up-to-date information on that. I don't have any other information. I don't know if they're still looking for him. I don't know. That was the last information I had. But I'm saying, I'd be pretty miserable if I was that. The other person, you told me that person didn't like their husband.
They don't.
And they hated their life. And that they were miserable.
Yep.
And had no money. So for me, I'm like, I'd be miserable too if I didn't, you know. I mean, last year, I did not like you. I did not like him last year. And I was not a happy person last year. Tell you that much. But I will tell you.
I gave you every reason not to.
Instead of me going and tearing other people down to make my life better, we ended up going to therapy. To make our lives better.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? There's a difference there.
And look, no, I'm not going to hug you. You're going to punch me.
No, but, you know, and that made our lives better. So instead of me going and just being angry, being like, you know, I'm just going to spread hate upon this person and that person and this person and that person, we went to therapy instead and we bettered ourselves and our marriage. You feels me?
Yeah.
So it's like, good night, Mom.
Good night.
My brother is 5 years older than me. So how old am I? 38?
Yes.
39, 40, 41, 42, 43.
Mm-hmm.
The other one I think is in her 50s. I don't know. Again, I don't really know these people. So I wouldn't be able to give you proper information because I don't know these people. I mean, I do. Like, I've met them. I've met them like, you know, 3 or 4,
Probably
maybe
50.
5 times. But again, I don't have the information.
Probably 50.
And another one, okay, that's 2. Another one is in her 60s or 70s. Another one is in her 30s. And I don't know who the last one is. I'm trying to think.
Probably in her 40s or 50s.
Oh.
Yeah. From.
Kimberly, we're on it. I only have one brother. I'm not sure about any other sibling because, again, I don't even know if that story is really legitimately true, not true.
Right.
And I quite honestly don't even care. But I have one brother.
I only have one brother.
That I grew up with. That I haven't talked to in 10 years? 10 years,
Correct.
we said. One is a sibling. The remainder One is, I'll give you the list. Ready? I'm not going to give you names, obviously. One is a sibling, mine. The other one is an old friend of Matt's whom we haven't spoke to in 13 years. Another one is Matt's coworker's mummy. I just want you guys to giggle as much as I do. Matt's coworker's mommy. The other one is that same coworker's wife, an ex-coworker, which he hasn't worked in New Jersey for what, 4 years now?
Yes.
So it's been 4 years. And the last one, I have no idea who this person is, but they hate Chelsea's guts. They say they see her around town. She lives in town. They say they see her around town, and she literally hates Chelsea's guts.
And I think she's one of the biggest hypocrites of everybody.
Yes.
Right? Because of the whole work thing.
Correct. She's supposedly working, but she's on this page.
She works for the
nope. She works for somewhere and is teleworks and is on the internet all day trolling us. Yet saying that he
steals
time. So, Alyssa, we figured it out because they're dumb. They got cocky and started giving identifying information. One literally spoke her husband's name. She was an idiot. The other one, obviously, the only information that person can provide is my brother because no one else would know any of that information.
Yeah.
And then
the other gave herself up.
The other one gave herself up. And, well, that was the first person to begin with.
No, the other one with the... you did. Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one also gave herself up.
Mommy stalker. That's what we'll call her. Mommy stalker.
They're so, just pressed for Matt's, job. Literally. You're creepy. Can you screenshot that, please? Yep. Thank you. This is going to look so good for us. And I can't wait because Comment Sold has all of the information on the back end.
Yep.
That's also a way that we find things out because Comment Sold can see things on the back end that we can't see. So all they need to do is go on and see said person's information. No, Lucy, actually we didn't. Amy, same. I wish I had all the time in the world. I mean, I'm not really sorry about it, Katie. We haven't talked to him in 10 years.
No.
He's just so angry. He's been so jealous of us. When we went to Disney a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm talking when MJ was 18 months old. And we asked my mom to come with us. We had the trip planned and we were like, Mom and Dad, do you want to come with us? And so they paid for themselves, but they just tagged along on our trip to see their grandson. It was before my mom had cancer, so she was fully able to walk and everything. And my brother said, why did you pay for them to go to Disney? And my mom's like, I didn't. And at the time, my brother had all of my mom's login information because he was the power of attorney for all of her stuff. So he had the passwords and stuff. He logged into my mom's credit card account and was trying to look for the charges of us either flying there on her dime or staying there on her dime.
Yeah.
And when he couldn't find anything, he kept accusing my mom and absolutely lost it and was like, why do you prefer her over me and this and that? And we were like, no. Nope. So again, I don't feel bad.
I don't either. About mine,
No. Yeah, no. I don't feel bad about yours either. Knowingly speaking to someone who called CPS trying to get your niece and nephew taken away, and you still talk to them?
Niece and nephew.
Nephew and nephew. I have a niece and nephew. I don't even know I exist, probably. But do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Knowingly continuing. Can you imagine, being friends with someone.
Hey, I know so-and-so tried to get your kids taken away, but
But-
I'm still friends with them.
Could you imagine? I couldn't.
It's all good, you know? She just tried to get your kids taken away.
Not a big deal.
NBD.
No. No. Okay, that's it. That's all we have for you.
Nope.
This has been a very productive conversation. Well, he claims he did, but we know somebody else called Chelsea. Not saying Chelsea called. I was answering a Chelsea.
Yeah.
And saying he claimed he did, but I know somebody else called because. Oh, see, look, the crazy person. How many times has it been called? Oh, I don't know. How many times did you post?
How many times did you call?
How many times did you post to maliciously call? Because, by the way, we have screenshots of that as
Jessica.
well.
Wouldn't you know the answer?
Yeah. Because we have screenshots of that as well, where you're literally like telling everyone to call, and then you deleted it as if we didn't already get the screenshots. Right. It's too late. We already got it.
Right.
So now that looks, again, nothing on us and everything on y'all because of the malicious reporting. Right. No, we don't talk to the uncles. One uncle smacked my child.
There you go. There it is.
One of the uncles smacked Grayson. And I said, you will absolutely never put your hands on my kid again, and we will never speak to you again because I am a no shit mom. I do not mess around. I am Mama Bear. You smack my kids. I don't care if you're drunk or not drunk, whatever. I don't even know if he was drunk or not. But regardless, he smacked my child.
Yep.
Bye. Could you imagine a friend smacking your child? Because absolutely, we don't smack our children. That don't happen. We don't spank our children. We also have text messages to prove that, so. Yep, that happened. But that was also when, Matt was going through a really rough time, so he kind of missed a lot of it because he was drinking.
Oh, you know that because you were there, right?
Yes, this person knew that. Look.
Yeah, they were there.
He didn't put his hands on him.
Yeah, okay.
That's not putting his hands on him?
Okay.
Going like that? Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, they were there. They know. Yeah. Yeah. They were there.
Must have been. In Aruba. In the taxi.
In the taxi.
With
they were
me.
in the taxi when it happened.
Again. There you have it. Hi, Kristen! And also, can we just rewind? Even if this person, wait, I just let it simmer. Even if this person was there, which they're not, does anybody ever think that it is acceptable to lay your hands on a child? I don't care how terrible they're acting. Do you ever think there's an acceptable time for someone to lay their hands? I don't care how bad any child is acting. There is never an acceptable time to lay a hand on a child. And what you're doing is exactly what you accused me of, is abuse. And when you're excusing behavior for somebody to potentially hit someone else's kid by saying, well, they were just correcting them. No, ma'am.
Nope.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Or sir. I don't know who the hell you are. Not at the moment. Nope. I was obviously physically abused as a child, okay? So I chose a different route. I'm not doing it. No, ma'am. Nope. And also, could you imagine Grayson acting like an animal?
That you don't even know our children, okay?
Our kids act like hooligans. Have you been out and about? Because, oh, that's right. They dance at a parade, so they must be bad behaved. I didn't know you just had to sit down and do nothing at a parade.
Yeah. It's fun. All the compliments we get and all the compliments they get, they're hooligans.
Well, these people are definitely not getting any compliments because this is the shit that their kids are seeing. So
exactly. They both act like animals in public.
Yeah.
They sure do.
Hey, has any of you seen us out and about? Because a lot of us have seen us out and about. It's funny because not one person who sees us out and about ever says anything about their behavior. They're screaming, getting in people's ways, and causing a scene. Oh, yes. Where?
I'd love to know that.
I know, me too. Where?
Again, no idea what they're talking about.
No. No clue.
Not a clue.
No.
Not a clue.
Katrina, I guess you're a bad person too. Christine, thank you. Did you see what she said?
Yeah.
Like, what do we have, binoculars from a bush?
Probably these creeps.
But they can't because that's not even accurate information. Again, our kids are really, really, really well behaved. See?
Actually,
look.
No.
Look. How about the time you were trying to get a video of a girl in a skirt? Okay, the girl had her butt hanging out of a skirt. I was having an adult discussion with Matt saying, oh my God, her butt's hanging out of the skirt. If one gust of wind takes it, it's gonna go under. Guess what? Tiny ears heard. Grayson was looking. And I'm like, Grayson, her skirt is short.
Yep.
But again, nudity to us is nudity. It's a butt. Everyone's got one. It's not a shocker. It's not like I'm like, yeah, lift her skirt and peek under there.
Right.
Again, turning something it's nothing into something and sexualizing my kids.
Again,
it's gross. My kids aren't looking at a girl's butt thinking, ooh,
it's
sexy
grasping.
butt. No.
Like
no. See? Like they're desperate. Oh yes,
Desperate.
how about that?
Desperate.
How about that?
Desperate.
How about that?
Desperate.
It would be really easy to get her on video because her butt was hanging out.
Desperate.
So if I wanted to get it on video, I would have. Her butt is hanging out for everyone to see.
The desperation.
Dawn, exactly. Because Grayson's short. He's actually a short 8-year-old. His head was like her butt level. So he didn't have to bend down and peek or anything. Her butt was there. It was across the way. It was like at another food truck across the way. But oh, there goes Dizzle.
Oh.
Proof of life.
Oh, I thought she wasn't here.
I mean, my children are by far more mature than these people. By far. I'm not shaming her for anyway. Did I say that was a bad thing? See, again, look. See, you're proving my point. When did I say that it was bad? Her butt was hanging out. That's what I said. Did I say her butt was hanging out was disgusting?
You are the reason women get assaulted and men get away with it.
Really? Again, you are sexualizing it. You are sexualizing it. I'm not sexualizing it. My kids sure as frick aren't sexualizing it because my kids don't even know what sex is, okay?
Correct.
You are sexualizing it. Not me. Not my children either.
Yeah, that's Christine. Facts. Yep. Every straw has been grasped at.
Yep. See? Thank you, Kate.
It's unbelievable.
It is. They're so just desperate.
The desperation is
The
real.
desperation
Yeah.
and the clawing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they claim, Melissa. That's the problem, right? Is that they claim to remember everything, but their memory is not the best.
Oh my God.
See, so.
Oh my God.
See,
Are you?
I know. That's what I'm saying. It just proves my point.
What a joke.
I know. They're just
What a
literally
joke.
proving my point
No,
over
it's not
and
a good
over
thing.
and over. Let's keep saying, because then, oh, God forbid, I taught them about P and the V. Then it's going to be, oh my God, they're too young for that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Good talk.
I don't want them to know what that is until the last possible minute when I have to teach them. If they ask, I would let them know. But until they ask, I'm not letting them know. What are you looking for? What is she doing? Scratching? Okay. That's great for you. I homeschool my kids. So I'm in charge of how and who, what, when, where, and why, and what they learn. Good for you. That's why I like to homeschool. What? Is that my mom?
Yeah? No, I should be good.
Sandy, it's been fine. It's just like, for me, like, you know, it's like one of those, like, it feels like a job. It's not fun anymore. And that's where all of us are at. You know what I mean? Like, even Chelsea says it. I mean, you can talk to Chelsea about it. She even says it. She's like, it's a job. It's not even fun anymore, because literally it's just so annoying when like these idiots come out and just say the most ridiculous things. Like, they're like, Chelsea and Pam aren't even friends anymore. All she does is talk about her other friends. And she's like, because I can't drive down the road and go and see you because you don't live in New Jersey. Like, no, I can't just randomly pop by your house and watch a movie with you as much as I want to. And actually, in fact, last week we called each other and we were crying on the phone with one another. And we were like, we need an Applebee's date. We need Applebee's in a movie. Oh, get a picture of that. She has no curriculum. Defamation.
Yep. Good.
They don't know that. That's defamation and it's incorrect, and DSS proved you wrong. As well as our homeschool association that has to report to South Carolina 2 times a year. You're gonna love homeschooling, Kate. Homeschooling's really nice. No, this chair is from Restoration Hardware. It's just my regular, like, what is it called? Bar stool. Mm-hmm. It's just a bar stool. You sound dumb. Let me educate you. First of all, you don't need to be qualified to teach children anything. If you are homeschooling, that is the whole point. Now, if you're a teacher, of course you need to be qualified to teach public schools, charter schools, private schools. I don't know what other schools are there.
I have no
Preparatory
idea.
schools, college, university, I don't know. But when you homeschool, you don't need to be qualified. You would know that if you educated yourself, though. So really, the only person who's lacking education is you. I would also like to mention this person is still in this live. I've been live for almost 2 hours now, and they have literally been here for 2 hours. That's how crazy we're talking. That's how crazy obsessed. That's how crazy obsessed these people are. I'm honored.
Our kids are gonna fail miserably.
Yeah.
In life. Like, kind of like this person.
Oh. I'll tell you what, they will never do this crap.
Nope.
Take a picture of that. Yes, you know that, right? Because you've read all of their homeschool work. They know that. Probably my brother is the one who called Grayson the R word. Yes, Jackie, exactly. Well, Jess, I guess you're a horrible person too. Clearly, I'm kidding. Like, just to be clear, I'm a mom. That's my job, first and foremost.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a mom.
We know that. Thank you.
I'm a mom. That is my most important job. And I love it, honestly. It's the best job. It's annoying and it's frustrating at times. but it is the best job. And it is the most rewarding. I have to admit, it doesn't pay much. Could you imagine if you got paid for being a mom, though? That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good. Okay, let me go.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna entertain this BS anymore. I already laid the facts out. They don't like the facts, but unfortunately, that's just the truth of it. And nobody knows my life better than me because nobody lives with me. Matt knows. My kids know. But, yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're still on that.
I hope none of you, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to address because they're trying to pretend. They also tried to say that I left the kids in the car by themselves.
Yeah.
Matt was driving the car. He was driving in circles because they were driving me nuts and I needed to get out the car before I was just rude and the mom that I didn't want to be. So I got out of the car and I took a minute.
Right decision.
I got out of the car and took a minute. I hope none of you people ever take a minute when you feel like you're going to lose it on your kids because otherwise people are going to call you a terrible mom for taking a minute.
They're all the perfect parents. So let's not, you know what I mean? They're all
Oh, they're so perfect that they're on
all-
somebody's
yeah,
live
they're
sale
all
judging
perfect.
them. Do you get what I'm
They're
saying?
all perfect parents that they're raising their kids to be this way.
Yes.
Do you remember the one
Yes.
post
Yes.
teaching her child
Yes.
to be like this?
Yes.
They're perfect parents.
Yeah. I hope nobody takes a minute, even 5, to themselves. Don't ever do that. Because then you will be labeled a terrible parent.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They were safe with that. He was driving the car. There have been times where Matt had to leave, and they were safe with me.
It's facts.
It's people. That was the point. I literally said from the beginning of the video, I wasn't here to sell
I wasn't
anything.
selling anything.
Again, you sound so friggin' dumb.
Stupid.
Like, people have been here since I started this live, and I literally said, I'm not here to sell anything. But you sound dumb. Even dumber. Thanks, miss. All right, guys, we're going sleepy.
Talk to you later.
We'll be live tomorrow, and I'll have 16 new items for you guys. Right? We have 16 items in the garage. All right, 16 new items. So I'll be live tomorrow night with 16 new items, and I will be selling. And let's show everybody up. Join me tomorrow, 8:30. It'll probably be more like 8:40. I'll try and be on time for you guys, but
I'm going 8:43.
8:37. We love you. Good night. And Pam, I'm going to do bingo when I can fill out the remainder of the bingo boards. I filled out, I want to say, like 5 of them, right?
Yes.
They're in there. I filled out like 5 of them. I have to fill out the rest of them. I just haven't had time to do it, but I will. I'll get to it. All right, guys. We love and appreciate you, and we will see you. It's not a priority. You're right. It's a freebie, and it's absolutely not a priority. It'll get done, but it's not a priority.
Bye, guys.
Like, the world will not end because somebody didn't get their pair of jeans for a week.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, the world is not crumbling. No one's guaranteed anything. So nobody even knows if they're getting anything. 3 prizes per board, 25 spots, 25 people. They don't know that they're winning. It's not like they could be like, I was counting on that pair of jeans. You don't even know if you're getting it. Okay? All right. Ooh, 8:34. You have faith in me, Brianna. Thank you. All right. Love you guys. Good night. I will see everybody tomorrow. It literally has, Pam. I know you're busy too. All right, guys. Hasta mañana.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, yay.